Da-da-da-da. So it's a great pleasure to have you here, guys. As I've heard some critics talking about your Munich show, and they said it was just brilliant. It was just like a milestone in rock history. I heard some people say so. What do you think about it so far?
That's nice. I'm glad they enjoyed it.
I think that was the drunken one.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. There was just one drunken in between?
Just one what?
One drunken show, that's it?
No. There's been a few. Yeah, there's been a few, I think.
So the lineup, I also had like interviews with Linkin Park and Taproot, and they're really nice and really talented bands. And what do you think about them so far?
They look good too.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're good people, man. We like to have a lot of good people around us. You know what I mean? It's fun.
So this tour is called Back to School Tour. What do the Deftones still have to learn in school?
Deftones are the teachers at the school.
Okay. So there's nothing to learn, nothing left, like.
Of course, there's more to learn. You know, I think it's more just like
ed.
Yeah. Let him.
Home ec, sex ed.
Mm-hmm.
Does sex ed tie in with ceramics? I think it does. Ceramics and sex ed and home ec.
So in your song Back to School, there is this one line, Back to School, we are the leader. How was it in school? Did you were the leader?
Yeah, I was cool as hell.
No nerds in between?
No nerds in between?
No.
No nerds in between.
No, I honestly gotta say, I mean, like some people, especially in show business, you know, they develop from like the loser image in like something big because they gotta express something, so it wasn't like that.
It's all state of mind, though. I think we're all pretty much nerds in a sense, but I mean, as long as you feel real positive about yourself and, you know, you're as cool as you want to be, so it's not that we weren't nerds or nothing, you know, so.
So Linkin Park and Taproot, your support bands, they see you, as I heard from the interviews before, as sort of a godfather. And I think you're sort of a godfather in that movement, you know, in that new movement. Where do you see yourself?
I think we're kind of humbled by that or flattered by it, but I don't think that we ever have seen ourselves as part of a scene. And if people are influenced by our work, then I think it's probably the same way that we're influenced by Faith No More or the Bad Brains, bands that we really respect and look up to. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I don't know if we're, you know, the godfathers of any scene or something like that, you know.
Yeah, and also there is in this big movement a lot of plastic in between, and I think like you are making music which people likes, but the plastic does make music what the people want to hear, and that's the big difference. What do you think of those plastics develop new rock thing?
Ooh, plastics. Chino, anything to say about plastics? Mm-hmm. He's an environmentalist. He can't talk about plastics. I think that, you know, we've always used any kind of success we've ever had as a band as a springboard into more creative freedom. Mm-hmm. And our fans tend to come along with us, and they're very intelligent fans, and, you know, we appreciate it. And we've never really, we're very self-involved in the band, and because we know our fans are intelligent, we write music that we like and naturally assume they're going to like it also, rather than trying to write a hit song or something that we think is going to sell a lot of albums. So, but at the same time, I would never put any of those bands down, especially if they're friends of ours or peers of ours. Mm-hmm. There's a place for everything, and if they're making people happy, you know, good for them.
Okay. So you're also setting up a label called Tone Deaf. So what's going to happen there?
We're just looking for bands, good bands, music that we feel should be out there and people should be listening to. So we have our own label now. We're able to put out music.
Deftones, and ich habe jetzt Chi neben mir sitzen. So as I read an interview, you're very into Buddhism, and I'm just wondering, how do your life philosophy come along with that? Maybe you're probably not that interested in having success as other people. So how do your life philosophy come together with others, or with this touring stress?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I guess in a way it's more that Buddhism's whole main goal is to kill ego. Mm-hmm. And that I think it's a really good thing to have the duality of being in a band, which is very ego-related, and being a Buddhist, which is trying to kill ego. And so every day, if you can sit and do zazen, and then you can humble yourself so you don't feel like the big cat daddy when you're in a band or something. And so I think it's cool, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And sometimes I try not to get too caught up in, you know, material acquisitions or something like that. And Buddhism tends to help that also. Mm-hmm. And then Buddhism has prolonged the sex with my wife from 30 seconds to 3 minutes. So she's been really happy about that, yeah.
3 minutes?
Yeah, that's a long time, right?
I don't know.
No. We do things differently here in Germany.
Which is 3 minutes, that's quite a lot. And I've also heard that you working on a spoken word album, or that something is going on. What's that about?
It's actually been out. I released it the same day as we released White Pony. I just haven't had been able to distribute it over here and stuff like that. And but it's just 35 minutes of me reading poems that I've collected. I've been writing for about 12 years, and I have like 5 books and wasn't doing anything with them. And so I just put them down one morning on a DAT tape, and it turned out really cool. And people that hear it, they kind of they kind of like it and stuff. Some people think it's kind of weird. Some people think it's like kind of like Bukowski or something, But it does pretty well, and so I recorded another CD actually, and maybe think about putting out another one, a live one that I did. So we'll see. Yeah.
Gotta get the import. Deftones. So on tour, you're not known. Maybe I missed the part, but you're not known as the destructive, super whatever, drugging, hanging around, super groupie band. You're more like the quiet band, like maybe. Like yeah. Like the slow down ones. Do you think something would get missed if you would live like that? Would have 10 groupies in a day and whatever.
We do. What are you talking about? I don't know. What was the question?
Like that you miss something, that your music will get lost, or something that you would have another life philosophy probably.
I think music comes from experience. So the music would probably just be crazier. I think if we lived crazier, maybe. So I don't know.
We might sound like Motley Crue if that happened. And then what if everything sounded like Motley Crue?
Yeah. So, but touring as itself, also if you're quiet, is very destroying, I think so, because you drink much more and stuff. I see it in my way when I'm at concerts. I'm always like having my beers and stuff. But how do you get your energy from?
Same place, beers. Yeah. We use alcohol like rocket fuel. Yeah.
We pickle ourselves with it. We don't get sick or anything. We're full of alcohol. It blows into our blood.
Now we're going to see your requested clips, which will be?
I want to hear Helmet. I want to watch Helmet.
And why?
Because they rock.
What he said. Because they rock. Helmet.
And anything else?
Bad Brains?
Deftones. So what's coming up next? What could we expect from you? You're working on 1,000 side projects?
I have a side project, Team Sleep, and it's basically like more of a quiet ambient style of music, kind of like what we did with the song Teenager that's on the White Pony. And it's just pretty much a whole record you can put on and put your headphones on and fall asleep to. Really soft and nice.
I've heard you want to work together with Melissa auf der Mauer, and how has it been so far?
Yeah, I was asking her what she was doing after the Smashing Pumpkins broke up, and she said something that she might want to work with something with me on that same project. So I haven't got around to it yet, but hopefully she can do something with me.
So will it be a bit more like Massive Attack thing?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be like really just kind of break beats, like real soft and mellow guitar, vocals.
And you're doing something with Max from Soulfly, I've heard, like some reggae thing. Is that still?
No, that's such a big rumor, but we want to. We always talk about it and joke about going down to Jamaica and recording at Studio One and doing a reggae album, but we're always so busy and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then when I cut my hair to join Metallica, and he said that we can't do a reggae album anymore.
Yeah, okay, also that's a good one. Bussis und viel Spaß jetzt noch mit dem Live-Clip. Bye, bye.